Information about the older brother as well, meeting up with a notorious American terrorist at an al-Qaeda training camp in Yemen. Anwar Al Awlaki is that terrorist. He was killed in September of 2011. Catherine Herridge on that, Chief Intelligence Correspondent. What are you learning this morning, Catherine? Good morning there.
Billy, a Yemeni government official briefed on the investigation confirms to Fox News that the 34-year-old suspect Saeed Kouachi did meet with the American cleric Anwar Al Awlaki in 2011 at an al-Qaeda camp east of the Yemeni capital Sana'a called Mareb. The Yemeni official, who's not authorized to speak on the record, confirmed the 34-year-old suspect in the Charlie Hebdo massacre came to Yemen in 2011 to study at an Islamic Institute and Arab Language Center, the same center where American John Walker Lind and the underwear bomber studied. In the spring-summer of 2011, Anwar Al Awlaki had moved out of the capital Sana'a to the al-Qaeda camps in the east for security reasons. Awlaki was the talent spotter for al-Qaeda in Yemen, and according to U.S. government sources, the head of the plotting against U.S. and Western Europe. The 34-year-old suspect, we're told, came to Yemen on a visa to attend an Islamic school, but was kicked out in part because he failed to show up. Separately, a former Pentagon official tells Fox News that the intelligence community believes at least 300 operatives trained in these camps in Yemen, and about 50% were foreign fighters, including some of them American citizens, Bill.
So the news of the morning now is you've got this arrest in Bulgaria, well east of Paris, France. What does that tell us about the size of the network?
French investigators are searching for members of the broader network or support network. They weren't the ones that killed the hostages last Wednesday, but they were the ones that made the massacre possible by providing shelter, transportation, and more significantly, the weapons. Hayat Boumediene, the common-law wife of the kosher deli hostage taker, has fled to Syria, as Greg Palcott reported, and she began her journey before the massacre. This suggests advanced knowledge of the plot. And one of the six suspects thought to be sought by French police was reportedly seen driving Boumediene's car in Paris. Now Bulgarian authorities plan to extradite the 29-year-old suspect, Fritz Joly Joachim. He's accused of contact with the Kouachi brothers, and it is not a coincidence. Investigators believe that he was also fleeing to Syria. Now take a look once again at the massacre video, because investigators, we're told, are really keying in on the weapons that were used in the attack. The AK-47s, the rocket-propelled grenades, and the explosives, we're told, were likely provided by a weapons smuggling network that was connected to Syria, Bill.
Catherine, thank you. More every day.
You're welcome.
Catherine Herridge in Washington.